At the most.
Stephanie White has chosen Kelsey Mitchell over Caitlin Clark, and that's just flat out the truth. Stephanie White wants to run this offense through Kelsey Mitchell, and she says it herself right here. She wants Kelsey Mitchell to keep firing.
Caitlin Clark fans, this one might shock you. Stephanie White just made it crystal clear. This is not Caitlin's team. It's the Kelsey Mitchell show, and she's driving with both hands off the wheel. Forget the draft hype, forget the media frenzy. Clark's now playing sidekick while Mitchell's out here stealing the spotlight like she's starring in a heist movie. Is this brilliant coaching or a basketball betrayal? Either way, things just got real dramatic in Indiana.
Well, this is not great. You remember in the offseason, Kelsey Mitchell was a free agent. And for a long period of time, I got the sense that she actually came kind of close to not coming back to the Indiana Fever. And I'm going to tell you why. When I watch her play, there's plenty of times I'm like, she thinks she is the superstar on this team.
Stephanie White just made the most Indiana move possible. She's officially turned the Indiana Fever from Caitlin Clark's team into the Kelsey Mitchell variety show, powered by pettiness and served with a side of passive-aggressive mystery. Confused Fever fans are left wiping their eyes, trying to figure out what kind of shade she's throwing next. Thought the team was building around the rookie with the billion-dollar brand and MVP buzz in every arena? That's adorable. Instead, this squad seems driven by ego, flipping through the anti-marketing handbook and fully committed to fumbling every opportunity that comes their way.
One of the first people to tell you guys, man, I knew something like this was going to happen. I spoke about this last week, man, when I told y'all Caitlin Clark relationship with these players when that video came out and they really didn't acknowledge her. Now, I'm not saying this is Kelsey Mitchell's fault, but y'all know the old saying John the Liquidator says is looking real spooky.
Let's be honest. Caitlin Clark isn't just a player, she's a walking economy. She pulls more viewers than Game of Thrones reruns and sells more merch than the rest of the WNBA combined. And yet, we're watching her push to the sidelines while Stephanie White, who might want to moonlight as a saboteur, keeps running plays through Mitchell like it's still 2019 and people need convincing the WNBA is worth watching. But hey, let's all pretend this is just about basketball and not some middle school mean girl drama disguised in a power suit.
2023 season, the WNBA had grown by 40% viewership from 2022 to 2023. But with Caitlin Clark's arrival, it's grown by 400% viewership. What that means is if the WNBA were to continue to grow at the rate it grew from 22 to 23, it would take until 2028 to do what Caitlin Clark did this year.
Clark could drop 40 points with one leg and a blindfold, and Stephanie White would still follow it up with a post-game comment about playing within the system, which in WNBA speak really means, sit down Barbie, you're outshining my favorites. Meanwhile, Kelsey Mitchell launches a heat check three from the parking lot with 17 seconds still on the shot clock, and White's on the sidelines clapping like Mitchell just discovered a new element.
Caitlin Clark is one of the most powerful women in the world. Folks, Forbes came out with an article, Editor's Pick, in which they named Caitlin Clark one of 100 women, not one on the list, one of 100, so one of many, one of 100 of the most powerful women in the world, the first time.
Let's be clear, no one's denying Kelsey Mitchell's talent. She's a certified scorer, no doubt, but you can't build a dynasty on heat checks and good vibes. This is professional basketball, not Sunday brunch. Mitchell brings offense first, defense when she feels like it, and leadership only when it suits her. She'll get you points, sure, but she's not taking a franchise into the future. Caitlin Clark will. And she'll do it while smashing records, packing arenas, and smiling through press conferences like she's not being quietly frozen out by her own coach.
Sure. But her assist and rebounding is not where I want to see, quote-unquote, somebody that's supposed to be the best player on the team. I bet in their eyes, that's not okay. It's not where it needs to be.
And this whole hero ball narrative they're trying to glue onto Caitlin Clark, it's laughable. Stephanie White actually had the nerve to criticize Clark for taking deep threes. Like that hasn't been her signature since day one. That is her game. That's literally why anyone outside Indiana even recognizes a Fever jersey. But when Kelsey Mitchell launches from deep, it's suddenly brilliance. It's strategy. It's veteran leadership. Give me a break. When Mitchell pulls up from the logo, she's channeling Kobe. When Clark does it, she's selfish. The double standard is so loud, it's probably rattling the walls of Gainbridge Fieldhouse. And for what? To protect some outdated pecking order that collapsed the moment Caitlin Clark's highlights hit ESPN 10 times in one day. Don't even get us started on the locker room vibe. Clark walks in with national buzz, and the favoritism flying around is so over the top, it might as well come with an Acme logo. At this point, it's not about coaching or strategy. It's sabotage in real time. Because this isn't just a player-coach mismatch. It's a full-blown identity crisis, wrapped in a defensive system that's allergic to winning. Let's just say it. Indiana doesn't deserve Caitlin Clark.
Kelsey Mitchell was a free agent. And for a long period of time, I got the sense that she actually came kind of close to not coming back to the Indiana Fever. And I'm going to tell you why. When I watch her play, there's plenty of times I'm like, she thinks she is the superstar on this team. All right.
She came in and breathed life into this franchise. Caitlin Clark didn't just join the Indiana Fever. She revived it. Before her arrival, what was this team even known for? Honestly, the name sounded more like something you'd catch from Midwest humidity than a professional basketball franchise. Now, they're on national television and pulling in crowds bigger than some MLB games. And instead of nurturing that momentum, the Fever are busy gaslighting their biggest asset. The math isn't mathing, and the logic has officially left the building. Let's not forget, Caitlin didn't have to be here. She could have chased the overseas bag or waited for an expansion team ready to build around her. But she chose Indiana. She showed up, smiled through the chaos, and kept delivering, despite getting knocked around like a piñata by defenders who treat her like a moving target. And the wildest part? Clark is still outplaying everyone on the court. She's dishing dimes, stretching the floor, making defenders look like confused Sims characters, and doing it all while being double-teamed like she's late on rent. Yet somehow, the offense still flows through Kelsey Mitchell like it's etched in stone. Why? Because Stephanie White seems to think coaching is just about riding with your favorites and trusting the vibes.
Two things are clear. If Caitlin Clark plays in the All-Star game, it will set records. But now, because of her popularity, even if she doesn't, it will break records and be the second highest ever.